Well, hello and welcome back to the Andrew Eborn Show with me, Andrew Eborn. And what we're looking at in this series are all sorts of environmental issues, but not just highlighting the problems and cutting through the jargon, but also some potential solutions. And to help me do that, I'm delighted to be joined yet again by Pratik Desai. How are you doing?
Oh, well, Andrew, you've got my name wrong again. It's Pratik.
Oh, no, but Pratik! I'll tell you what it is. It sounds so wonderfully French, but it's not French at all, is it?
No, it's Indian.
So it's Pratik.
Yes, Pratik.
Okay, I will get that. And I'm Andrew. It makes it easier, doesn't it? It's going to be good. Pratik, thank you so much for joining us again. Now, we've been talking about the massive explosion, especially with lockdown, of people getting pets. And I know that in the UK alone, there's been reported more than 2.5 million more dogs have joined different households. Talk to me about the problem of pets and some potential solutions.
Absolutely. So that's a very good statistic. This is exactly the point. People have actually, according to business reports, people are preferring pets over kids and spending more on pets than kids, which is perfectly fine. They're members of our family. They're great. And they've been a support mechanism across the pandemic. However, the negative side is the pet food that's being produced, firstly, is produced from conventional meat. We import a lot of the rice that comes in for here. We have huge amounts of meat production divested into the pet food industry, which then results in a lot of CO2 emissions unaccounted for, and the N2O emissions unaccounted for, all produced because of this. Methane emissions, water use, land use. It's tremendous. The US alone, it's estimated that about 100 million people, so pets contribute equivalent to about 100 million people worth of emissions. So this is not, owning a pet is worse than owning a Range Rover and driving around.
If you have both a Range Rover and a pet, good heavens.
Exactly.
So always, so basically, but people don't want to, you're not suggesting that people give up their pets, are you?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I mean, that's what, there are technologies out there. I have links to companies that I've been investing in, incubating and supporting. And one of these companies has a solution for it, which effectively is a carbon net neutral, and in some cases, carbon negative solution for the pet industry. It produces pet food in a carbon neutral manner. It has more nutrition than most, or bigger bang for buck than most other foodstuffs out there. It's better in nutritional terms. It's better for the pet. And there's obviously some work being done on viability for across the board, but it's effectively a vegan solution, which also delivers all of the benefits of pet food with higher levels of nutrients in them.
So fantastic stuff. So it's better for them. What about cost-wise?
Cost-wise, it is estimated, at the moment, they're estimating the cost to be equivalent to other conventional foods out there. It's more expensive than waste meat-derived food, but if you talk about raw food or any of the foodstuffs out there in terms of alternative vegan fed foods, it's competitive. It's actually a lower cost than them.
And so which animals in particular we're talking about? Is it just dogs and cats?
Current focus is on dogs. They are then going to move. Cats are obligate on carnivores, so you would want to have them to have. They can't really get on a vegan diet easily. Dogs, on the other hand, have seen health improvements, lower health problems, and also much better what's the word for it? They are friendlier. They are happier.
Really, friendlier pets. Well, that's got to be good.
I mean, there has been research done in the US where they show that the pets are better on a vegan diet. They actually have a better demeanor, let's say.
I'll tell you what we should do, Pratik, is we should try and do some sort of experiment where we'll get a dog and we'll see what they were like before we start them on the diet, and then we'll show them a few weeks later to see the difference. Absolutely.
That would be great.
Do you have a dog yourself?
No, I don't own dogs because I live in an apartment, fortunately. But I have all of the, and I've invested into the company. The owners, the actual people who run the company, they have dogs. Their spouses have dogs, and they have been running them happily. But they won't do the testing because generally speaking, you would want to have absolute surety before we do anything. That's the belief that the companies run on, that they want to be absolutely sure certifiable, that this is the best thing out there, then only will they release that product into the market, which is why it's taking a bit longer than what they were, what would happen with other companies, which would say, oh, let's just mix these ingredients and sell it off. That's profitable.
Yeah, and so, I mean, the really important thing is recognizing the problem. People normally wouldn't have thought that this was an issue, but the pets, they themselves, pets are polluting is the thing. But don't get rid of your pets. There are solutions out there, including they're looking at, as you say, a vegan diet, effectively, for dogs.
Absolutely.
And if people want to find out more, we can pop along to envisionation.org. That's envisionation.org. But for now, Pratik, thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks, Andrew.